Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of How to Play Like a WoW Pro. Today I'm going to be doing another episode in the E50m. I don't know, I was just kind of in the mood to play it, because I don't know, it's one of my favorite tanks. It's one of the best all-around medium tanks in the game in my opinion. I think it's very underrated. Out of all these medium tanks that I have, most of them which are meta tanks, if you ask me which ones I would do the highest DPG in, I would probably tell you E50m, SenAX, and the 1-to-1 beat. And just statistically, when I was tryharding, this tank has been the highest DPG tank that I've had in a medium tank so far. I'm not saying it's necessarily the best, but it's definitely up there at the top. So let's look at the field mods first. Let me turn this down a bit. So I take left, wait, let me turn off my webcam. I take left, right, left, left, and then I take neither for the last one. Depending on your equipment, you might want to pick a different one for this one. It depends on your view range. But for me, I don't want to pick minus view range because my view range is only 452 right now. And I don't want it to go down to like 440 or something. For equipment, I think this is probably the best loadout. V-stab, hardening rammer. You don't necessarily have to run a V-stab in this tank because its gun handling is very good, but I think it's usually just a good idea. So I do. Second loadout, I just run this. You could run a turbo loadout as well. I don't think this tank needs an aiming unit. I think Vents is better. That's about it. Alright, let's get into the first game. Alright, so we got outpost, E-spawn, tier 9 matchmaking, a lot of TDs, 1 artillery. I kind of wish I had a turbo hardening rammer loadout this game, because I really want to push the south. This is a very aggressive play that I like to make on this map. I'm gonna ping like this. Usually you would want to do this in a platoon, but you can do it solo, but usually you have to be top tier and or just be in a really good tank to do it. I'm gonna ask our I7s to come with me. They probably won't come with. If I can get my 140 to come with, that would be great. So with this play, you want to be as quick as possible getting underneath their guns. You don't want to stop for shots on people YOLOing the middle or anything. You just want to go right away. So I kind of cut across a little bit. And you can stop halfway if you want, but I never do, unless for some reason I'm bleeding a lot. I do have a lot of TDs, but they're not very fast, so they probably won't hit me. You can get lit right here. If you look at the minimap, you can get lit, and I actually do, which is not good. I'm just going to keep YOLOing. Hopefully nothing else is right there. They can shoot you from over here as well, and also from over here. I'm just going to YOLO on the left of this, because I don't think anything else will get shots on me except from right here. Maybe over there. And I'm getting YOLO'd by a 1-to-1B. Hopefully my team will help me with that. We only have a couple TDs behind me, but our 140 is coming as well, which is great. The Arty is going to focus me the entire game, probably. I need to get safe from these guys. You can stay mostly safe, but you can't stay safe from the middle. That's the biggest problem. If they take the mid, it's pretty bad. This guy did take the mid, but he's not poking mid right now, so I can afford to get away with this. And I need to try to gun these guys down as quickly as I can, if possible, because this 777 can rotate back and start shooting me. I want to focus the 1-to-1B first, if possible. This serve seems like he's not stupid, so it's kind of a problem, because he's in a great tank to go hold down on me and pen me every single time. Like I said, I'm trying to get the 1-to-1B out as quick as possible. The 777 is still there, so I don't need a suicide or anything. This guy pens me through the face, which really sucks. If these guys overpeak on me, my team better fuck them, that's all I'm saying. I'm Hopefully this guy bounces. And I'm dead. I did nothing wrong. I just got yellowed by 5 tanks. What are you gonna do? We're up 7,000 HP. This is one of the risks that comes along with this kind of play. You can just die. Their serve was the biggest problem. I couldn't really do much to him, and he could fuck me, and our guys in the back didn't really do shit against him. They just aren't great tanks to snipe, really. And my 140 played too aggressively and managed to kill himself instead of just playing passively and letting them overpeak on me so he could bleed them. We still got out 2,000 damage and 2,700 spotting, so it wasn't for nothing. We still got 4,700 combined and got 263 killed. We got this 1-2-1 down to a one-shot. Got this guy damaged a little bit. Wasn't for nothing, but just not great. It's also unfortunate they won the mid, so the whole time I was paranoid that I was going to get shot from here or from here. This is one of the weaknesses of the E50m. Its turret is not great. It is pretty fast, but it's not super speedy. But the best tank for something like this would be IS-7, just because you can survive there so easily, but you don't have the greatest gun depression. An even better tank would be like, let me think. Probably, honestly, anything with a little bit of gun depression and good turret armor that's relatively fast. So like SEN-AX, STV-1. Although those can get pent through the turret, they would still probably struggle against the Sturv, just like the E50m did. Honestly, only an IS-7 would be able to deal with that or something, but yeah, whatever. Not the greatest first game. Might lose. We'll see. So we did end up winning this game. I think the biggest reason this didn't work is just because they had a Sturv here. Honestly, the Sturv is probably the worst tank you could possibly face there, besides maybe an Udez. It's just really, really terrible, or maybe a Kron, but it's just basically almost impossible to deal with unless he plays passive, or if your team are actually good snipers and shoot him when he overpeaks. Which isn't easy. You need a high caliber gun to overmatch his armor or something, or just get lucky with your shots or have very good accuracy in order to pen him. So I couldn't really do much against that. We got 3k spotting, 2k damage. At least we won the north, and we managed to kill their middle as well. Our Yags did good in the north, but as you can see, their serve just did 7k damage, and there wasn't really anything I could do about it. All I could do is try to play passive, but if I play too passive, then I get shot in the back. What you really want there is for the enemies to play a little bit not passive, or you just have good enough trades or enough health or good enough turret armor that you can just play aggressive on them and they back off, and then you can't get shot in the back and you can just farm all the people there. The other risk of that position is artillery. Wasn't much of a problem this game because of the they only had one artillery at 261 and it didn't really shoot me much or at all. I don't remember. I'll see you in the next game. Okay, so we get Redshire Assault, which is something that I really like. I really like this game mode for farming damage. I'm not saying it's balanced or anything, it's definitely not, but for farming damage, it's usually pretty good. So the first thing I notice is tier 8. The arty aren't very important in this game because they usually won't be able to shoot me. They have a ton of TDs, and so I'm actually going to push the south because I don't expect to meet much resistance there because the TDs probably aren't going to go there. It's just going to be these low tier heavies. The worst thing I could meet there is honestly nothing. Anything that goes there I'll kill. Arty is honestly the worst part, and I think I'll be able to kill it quick enough that the arty won't be a big problem. A lot of the time I'll play up here instead, especially if it's like a full tier 10 matchmaking or something, but since I'm in an E50m, which is pretty good for pushing a flank, or at least decent, and since it's tier 8 and they don't have many heavies, tier 10 heavies or something, it should be fine. Oh my god, I bounced. I'm just gonna push this guy. If this guy peeks, then I'll just shoot him. It's as simple as that. Should be able to farm pretty well here. The only problem is the RD, as I said. I'm gonna over peek a little bit and then back up, and he'll probably poke me. Okay, this guy's peeking me. I can pen him though. It's not a big deal. This could be pretty solid. Hopefully the game slows down and I can just farm here. Because this could be a pretty good game. They just let me farm. Fortunately that bounced. I want to shoot these other guys, not the E75 if possible, because he's pretty hard to pen there. I'm going to come in onto this T44 because there's a little gap. And Leopard 1 is back there, which isn't good. I'm going to get safe from him over here. Load APCR to shoot through this shit. Never mind. He's escaped. He should probably take some damage from my teammates. T28 is dead. I'm going to go left here and fight these guys on the right first if possible. I have to keep in mind their Leo is still back there. So E75 could peek me on the left. He's not though. And bounce. Their Leo is right there. Probably a hit. Not sure though. I'm gonna angle up on this hill here and try to get safe from the Leo while shooting the E75. I'm gonna make this shot count because damage on him is very important. The quicker I can kill him, the quicker I can get to farming the rest of their team. They're dying really fast, so I'm gonna trade some HP here. Fortunately, I got hit by a scorpion as well. I'm gonna wait for the Leo to shoot this T28 Proto. There he goes. And I got hit by the E75. And the Leo saved a shot for me. That's pretty sick. Shouldn't really matter as long as I don't get hit by the RD. I'm just gonna snipe here. They're still shooting at me, which means I'm probably still lit. It's a shame that this game ended in 3 fucking minutes, bro. I think the Leo is still on that corner. So I'm gonna blind it. I don't want to get lit here, I really don't. Because I can easily get killed by the Leo. I kind of want to make it to this corner here to get a better angle, but I need to try to stay out of spotting range. It's going to be hard. It's going to be pretty... It's going to depend on his equipment and stuff. This Kunza Panzer, whether I get lit or not. Or whether their T44 100 is there. There's a Leo. Track him. We miss, unfortunately. Which really sucks. Got lit. I think their T44 is still somewhere around here. I don't think I would have been lit by the Kunza Panzer from this distance. Our Hori is going to spot their Leo if he's still there. No, he's not. This game is over. I'm just going to drive in. It's really just such a shame that this game ended in like 3 minutes. It could have been a much better game. Honestly, this is just kind of fucking sad, but enemy team didn't really stand a chance because I just rolled their flank. I want to get one more shot if possible. Okay, that makes this game decent at least. 4,900 damage, 1,400 spotting. We'll see if we hit a blind on the Leo or not. I didn't pay attention to his HP, so we'll see. applied a little bit too much damage there, but I don't think it's entirely my fault. Something shot the T-28 prototype, and I thought it was a Leo, and it wasn't. And then someone else had a shot. I hit the Leo once, blind, I think. 5,300 damage, 1,400 spotting. This could have been a much better game, but just got unlucky. Didn't know the Scorpion was there, so he hit me for free. Okay, so we got Sand River, East Spawn, full tier 10, shit ton of TDs, 3 super heavies, and 2 artillery. If you've ever seen me play this map in a tank that can actually fight, like not a light tank, even in some light tanks, you'll know what I like to do on this map, and that's to go south. The main problem in this game is the 2 arties. If it weren't for them, I would feel pretty confident that I would be able to steamroll them. Even then, I'm looking at their team, and the tanks that can play at J1 that hold down, they have no tanks, like literally 0 tanks that can play their hold down. The best tank is the STB1 to play there, and even then I can pen his turret, and he doesn't have great health, and Artie will fuck him up because he has terrible armor, so should be fine. The only problem is the Artie, like I said, or if I get hit by some random ass TD shot as I poke this ridge here. So what I like to do on this map, don't have much support, just 1 tank. 140 is an okay tank to support me at least. I like to come up here and then just try to spot the middle and then shoot it. I'm gonna stay here. This guy's gonna back off. He has to. If he doesn't, then he's a giga shed. Yeah, he had to back off because he can't stay up there. It's just way too risky for him. He can get shot from down here. Spotted permanently from the middle. Just fucked up in general. No, I'm not gonna push this. Their concept is here. I'm gonna push this later on because now that I think about it, there's really nothing that can stop me from pushing up into here. So I'm gonna definitely do that, but I want to get unlit first. I don't want to get spotted because I can get shot from there as I come over this ridge. We only have 2 tanks here, so this is kind of risky, but I think it's a good play because as long as our 140 stays alive, I can play here and outplay any single tank that tries to play hull down on me. Instead of stopping here to shoot the middle like I usually do, I don't want to bleed any HP to the Artie. I want to save all my HP and then just win this corner here. I can always do that later on. One thing that you can do when you come here, you can either come to this corner, which I'm going to do now, or you can come down here. This spot is super good as a defensive location, K1. But I don't really feel like I need to play defensive because I don't think I'm going to get repushed. I'm going to track this guy. Fortunately, I got pinned by the concept. 183 fired. I'm going to shoot him a couple times. I don't know which is better. I think I need to focus on 183 if possible, but because I don't want him to YOLO me and then fuck me up. I'm gonna shoot him once and back off. I'm gonna try to track him. I missed. He's coming for me. I need to get in the low ground, I think. I'm really worried about him penning me. I should be fine now though. He's low enough HP. Just need to make sure he can't close the distance and get a shot on my lower plate. Okay, thankfully that didn't pen. He just snapped the shit out of me and still hit. Almost, it's pretty close to hitting my ear, which might have actually penned, so he almost got lucky. That's very unlucky. I still want to push this. I'm going to pretend like I'm going over and then I'm not gonna. Okay, he's running, so I can go over. I was going to try to bait him into poking again. He shot me instead of my friend, which is great. And he rolled for 900 because he's a fucking retard. Just kidding. I would never call someone that. That's offensive. This is a stupid play. I need to go a little bit. Thank God that hit. Okay, that was... I could have got a shot from their base right there, so that was kind of dumb. I should have went a little bit slower. I just need to shoot this guy twice before he shoots me. And I need to make sure I take no other damage if possible. So I'm getting pretty low. Bad shot. I don't think I'm lit right now, so should be all good. Their RD is still aimed at me. That was a bad RD, so he could still have a shot. I'm not lit by that guy. I'm gonna go for an aggressive peek here. I'm worried about something popping up over there to shoot me, but I'm keeping it in the corner of my eye, so don't even worry about it. I'm gonna cross over to here. Why? I don't know. My intuition just tells me to. And I want to peek out here. Okay, I can't spot shit. Okay, this is probably a bad idea because their concept 5 could re-push me. But I think my team will probably be able to support me, or I'll be able to drop off or something, so I think it's okay. I don't think he's here anymore anyways. I'm just trying to stay already safe. Find a sneaky gap through here. Not lit. Wait for him to turn a little bit. That wasn't an easy pen if I didn't. Could just farm him. That was a bad shot, but I still hit anyway because I'm a Giga Chad. See how long this distance is? 791 meters. That's too far to blind shot out of, so it's not worth doing that. There's your concept, so he's not beneath me anymore. That's not a problem. And I'm gonna push down. I'm gonna get lit after this shot if I'm not careful. Didn't get lit. And now the game is over, so it's just free farming. This guy hasn't come up here yet, he's still below, so I'd like to get in render of these guys, but I should probably load HE for this 4K5 first. There he is. That was a terrible shot. I don't know why I even did that. My only chance for damage is to shoot him on a render, probably, so. Alright, pretty good game. Not as much spotting as I expected. The E4 hitting us kind of threw a wrench in my plans because I didn't expect him to poke at that certain time and to aim at me when I was going so far left. So that kind of brought me down to low enough HP that I was kind of worried. But I don't think the enemy really had much chance this game, considering that they didn't get a single good hold-down tank to go south with. I could outtrade all of them, unless they were like an SGB and who was a decent player or something, but he went north, so it didn't even matter. 7,600 damage and 700 spotting. Okay, so I had to cut the last battle because I told some fucking retarded cancer ass fucker to fucking off himself because he shot me like 3 times 2 seconds after I was lit when he had like 11 targets to shoot at. So yeah, unfortunately you couldn't see this battle, so yeah, that's gonna fuck with the session stats, but we'll just go next. Alright, so we got Proc tier 9, pretty good, 1 already. No light tanks. They have only 2 heavy tanks at tier 10. Well, they have two tier 9 heavies, but it doesn't really matter whether they're heavies or mediums on this map. All that really matters is the RD and the light tanks and the number of TDs. I'm gonna do what I always do on this map when there's only like 1 or 0 RDs. Not that there's ever 0 RDs in this game, it's always fucking 1 or more. I'm gonna go to this middle rock here, keep this rock in between myself and the TDs who will be around K3 at the point that I get there. And I'm just gonna farm the middle in the beginning. They do have a BZ or Rhino, tanks that aren't necessarily the easiest to pen. I mean, they're pretty easy to pen, but it's not like guaranteed if I don't aim well. But my goal here is to get some initial damage. I don't want to overstay my welcome and get fucked. They have nothing middle. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna go like this and see if there's anything more to the right. They have nothing middle at all. Nothing. Okay, there's a guy. I don't know how he didn't get lit by me. I guess he was too fast. I'm gonna shoot this down because it's an annoyance when trying to shoot up at the hill when you're right here. If you want to be right here and shoot the other flank, then shooting that down is very nice because you can get much better shots at the hill. I'm just gonna aim hill. They probably have a bunch of tanks over here because nothing got spotted in middle. So I'm just gonna snipe. The Rhino is in an interesting position in that hole over there. I'm just gonna stay aimed at hill. The reason why I don't really care about this flank right now is because we don't have a light tank. We do have this I don't know why I fired that. That was a fucking waste. I literally just wasted 400 damage for no reason. There's an Artie. Fucking, I'm very just happy that you're here and alive right now. I like to kill this Leo because he's kind of annoying. Because he can shoot me back and stuff because he's a good gun. These guys will somehow bleed, I'm sure. I can just feel it in my bones. Nothing is spotting me from right here. Okay, there's a guy. Okay, they have a TVP up there. I'm gonna turn my turret for him. I want to get unlit now if possible. I have no idea who just shot that guy. I'm gonna keep this bush between me and him. This fucker is still shooting me. I hope you fucking have a very bad day, man. I really do. Fucking cancer, bro. God, I fucking hate cancer, dude. Me and all my homies hate cancer, bro. Cancer is a terrible disease that inflicts most of World of Tanks players. And I missed that shot because RNG hates me. Finally, we hit a shot. Holy shit, it's a fucking miracle. I'm still paying attention to the east or west once in a while, just looking at what their bad AP is doing. Most of their tanks are spotted. They just have a couple TDs. That's great. That's great. That was a bad shot. I am lit now. I'm sure the fucking cancer mobile will be aimed at me. Oh my god, he's not. It's a fucking miracle. There's not much to talk about here. I'm just covering the hill and waiting for our bad AP. Okay, our bad AP is sending it underneath. That is an interesting play. I'm gonna go support him in case he spots something. Wow, I never thought that it would be possible to miss a 100% full aim shot on a Progetto who's like not even facing the right way and he's side onto me. It's actually a miracle. That's how you know that God is real, everybody. RE100 is deciding to drive over the middle. He's not going to spot anything over here because their bat would have spotted them, I'm pretty sure, if they were there. So there's no point in watching the 1-2. We're up 5k somehow, but I could technically get spotted from these edge bushes on the hill, so I want to not do anything too stupid. Oh my god, I didn't get a shot. And I missed completely. And I bounced. It's games like these that make me wish I had an aiming unit, but really, realistically, aiming unit is only useful like almost never. Sometimes, but usually not. Here comes... Oh, the Artie's dead. Let's go. I don't know how he died, but I'll take it. We love to see artillery not alive. I haven't been lit by these edge bushes at all yet, so I might just sit in this bush and spot that BZ when he pokes, if he does. Looks like our team is pushing up on the hill. Our TVP will be poking back here most likely. Our Artie will eventually kill that guy if he gets spotted a few more times. We are up 8k HP, but I don't think I can really push anywhere. Here, E100 is pushing over. I don't want to get shot because of him. These guys should start pushing the hill now. I'll just aim back here. Pretty soon I'm going to want to play more aggressive, but they still have the hill, which cuts me off from the middle quite a bit. Okay, it looks like they left. I want to push like this. It's pretty aggressive, but I'm just going to do it, because I think it's a good play. All our guys on the hill just stopped, which is pretty interesting. That guy's dead. TNH died. I shouldn't be able to die now, really. It's just about farming the damage now. Just need to push in and go wherever I think damage is going to be the easiest. That guy's dead as well. Should I get the spotting myself or let this go to get it and just farm? I'm gonna go for the spotting. I could die pushing into 4 tanks, but I'll get a lot of spotting for this, so I'm gonna do it. Hopefully I get it all to myself. I didn't get the ram, very sad. I have spotting, so if I was going for mark of excellence, I wouldn't want to track him there. He could technically kill me, so I'm gonna back around this wreck. Okay, he's dead. 5,400 scene damage and 2,500 spotting. Honestly, not that crazy for this map. It's just the already focused me a ton and shot me like 3 times or something and took off like a third of my health. So I couldn't play as aggressively as I wanted to. Not that there's that many options on proc to play aggressively, but I could have played middle more aggressively is the main thing. Looks like we hit a blind shot. I mean, still not a bad battle, but I mean, just look at this. It's just not good. Alright, let's play one more. Okay, so we got Mannerheim, full tier 10, 2 arties, a lot of heavy tanks, a lot of medium tanks, no tank destroyers, which I think is a good thing. Well, the bad thing is a lot of medium tanks means that you actually have a chance of losing this flank and losing your base. The good thing is that TDs are just kind of useless, and they usually just camp on the base and do nothing, and at the end of the game, when you're winning, like 6 of your teammates will shoot the TDs all at once, and you'll get like 1 or 2 shots on them, and that's it. So what I really like to see on this map is a lot of heavy tanks. I'm gonna go south. I think it's a better flank for an E50m or any tank that can play hull down pretty much. Not necessarily, like if you're in an I-7 you can push the north, but for damage per game, the south is probably the best. And that's what I'm going for in these videos usually, so. I'm gonna play in this position here. I like to go low when I get to about this point so that I don't get shot by any TDs in their base. And I just like to play right here. I'm gonna try to take this before I Foss so he doesn't get it, and I get it instead because I'm a greedy motherfucker. Honestly, the low spot is probably better for him anyways, so it's not a big deal. I'm not gonna push in unless a lot of my teammates go. They still have a good amount of heavy tanks, so pushing in would be a bad idea right now. I'm kind of sliding on these rocks, so I'm not able to play low down as I would like. I could go up here to get shots right now. I'm thinking about it, but I'm gonna wait. Because I don't want to get shot by any TDs or arty, which you can get shot by them right there. And we already have tanks there anyway, so. Okay, if I go low here, I should be able to get a shot on this guy. Okay, I kind of fucked it up. I want to make sure that I am able to get into cover before I fire. Unfortunately, I missed out on my shot for damage there. This guy is just going. He's a gamer. Okay, I'm going to push in, because I think we have an advantage here. We have like 4 tanks here. Some of their heavies are still lit like their mouse, but we're already killing everything down here. I should be able to be just fine here. There's a chance I can run anyways, even if they do come here. I'm going to go up to the left and start farming this mouse while staying safe from everything else. This guy has a free kill right now. Can play hull down on him. Can side scrape him as well. Depend on my turret, that's okay. I'll be able to get in like 2 more shots for that. This is just free damage, and plus I think we're winning the south, so I want to get out damage as quickly as possible, if possible. This guy's probably trying to run. No, he's not. He's staying. Need a side scrape on these guys. He penned me, unfortunately. I kind of fucked that up. Our guys will push low soon, and then these guys will be in a crossfire. I'm gonna wait for my team to take a hit, and then I'm gonna push in. We are losing the base. One of their arties fired. I don't know which arty it was. This guy is hull down, so I've got to be a bit careful, but I think I can out-trade him anyways. And I think we're winning, so I want to kind of trade out my HP. I don't want to lose HP, but if I do lose HP, it's not the end of the world. This fucking arty is still shooting me. I love artillery. It makes this game so enjoyable. My gunner is dead, because why the fuck wouldn't it be? And I gave up on trying to fight this shit. I'm going back to base. Wonder if he already has another shell. Probably not. I don't think pushing through is a good idea here, because you need to push through the right side, and plus we're just losing the base, so we're just gonna get capped out if I don't go back, probably. I mean, we might be fine. But pushing this, I'm gonna take damage from the arty, I might take damage from the E4. I could just die. We only have 2 tanks there still. I actually want to push this Caro with this BZ. I think we can do it. I can play these rocks above him and kind of fuck him up. I just wish my gunner wasn't dead. I'd love to ram him, but I don't want to commit yet. Because, yeah, I don't know what's there. Just gonna shoot whichever one. They're both gonna die anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna re-push this way. I think if I push this way, I could get caught in a crossfire. Thank you, Artie. Fuck you to hell. Could get caught in a crossfire from here and over here. Like, I'll just get stuck here, so I want to re-push the west side instead. This guy's dead. I just love bleeding random fucking damage from Artie, like taking off like fucking half or like a third of the hit points that I lost. It's great. Just something that you can't even like prepare for. You just have no idea whether it's gonna happen or not. I think that probably hit if he was poking. This guy's trying to drown. Yeah, fuck you to hell. Hope you fucking have a very bad day. Fucking retard. Try to get in as much damage. Oh, he might not drown actually. Though he's probably gonna try to now. Dumbass can't even figure out how to get in the water. He's so fucking dumb. Yeah, the fucking arty prevents me from getting damage. Oh, I never heard that one before. Yeah, I'm dead. Whatever, I don't even care, dude. This game is fucking retarded. Literally, people trying to kill themselves rather than just, like, give me damage. Like, fuck you to hell, dude. You're actually so retarded. God, I fucking hate people like that. If you're one of those people, I hope you fucking get fucking hemorrhoids in your ass. I'm not even kidding. Like, for real, like, you're just a terrible person. So this battle, we got 7,000 damage, 500 spotting. Could have been even more, but this fucker just drowned himself because he's a pathetic loser. Nothing else to say about that. I hope he gets banned by Wargaming, but we all know that's not going to happen. Let me just report him, because these are just like little buttons that you press which make you feel better about yourself, which don't actually do anything, because no one ever gets banned by those buttons. They're just literally in the game to make you feel better about clicking them. I regret nothing. Yeah, that's about it for the session. It was a good session. I don't know exactly how much it was because I had that one game I cut out, but it was probably around 5.6 or 5.7k, which is pretty good. So yeah, thank you all for watching. You guys should definitely pick up this tank. It's pretty solid. It's got a great gun, very good accuracy, and on the moves dispersion, and its armor is good enough that it can kind of outtrade people. It's not reliable armor, but it's good enough that you can usually play hold down on people, especially with the fact that his gun is very snappy, and so if you shoot somebody and then pull back like instantly, you don't have to aim, sit in the open and aim for like 3 seconds. You can just snap them. So they don't usually get a very good shot on your turret, and even if they do, a lot of the time they'll hit these outside parts, which will usually bounce your gun mantlet, which will usually bounce, or even like the top part of your cupola is gonna hit your optics device and not actually damage you. And it's got good HP as well, and it's pretty fast, so it's just a good tank. So I definitely recommend the E50m. If you're playing without gold as well, it's got 270 pen, which is pretty great, and good accuracy, so it's definitely one of the best tier 10 medium tanks. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.